now, Woodland Park police are looking for an armed robbery suspect who was dressed as an Amazon worker. This happened Saturday night at a hotel in Woodland Park. An employee says a man wearing a ski mask and an Amazon jacket showed a gun and demanded money. The man did get away with cash. Police say they're trying to get more information about his getaway car. If you know anything, you're asked to give them a call.
New video shows the moment a car smashed into a house in Park County over the weekend. Take a look at this. Witnesses say that the driver walked away with minor injuries, but the home now has a gaping hole in it. The family that lives there says this is the 6th time this has happened in 6 years. Dave and Stephanie Kotz says they have contacted city and county leaders multiple times asking them to help make this area safer. Both say they don't feel secure in their own home.
I kind of just feel like they're shunning us, you know. It's like it's not their problem, you know. Nobody's died yet, I guess.
The Park County Commissioner tells us that they are aware of the situation and let the Director of Operations know. She says a crew will be out there in the coming days to check out the site and implement any safety measures if needed.
This morning, a man is in jail after Boulder police say he shot at a driver at a gas station, then crashed on a mountain road and hid in a hotel. It happened around 3:30 yesterday morning at the Circle K on Baseline and 29th in Boulder. Police say a driver pulled into the gas station and a man in a Mercedes started shooting at him. The bullets hit the car, but the driver wasn't hurt. The man in the Mercedes then drove off. Boulder County deputies started following the shooter as he drove toward Netherland. Police say he slid off the road and crashed on the Peak-to-Peak Highway, then ran and hid inside the Sundance Lodge. The SWAT team took him into custody. He's being held on suspicion of attempted first-degree murder. It is not clear yet if the shooter and the victim knew each other.
Right now, Denver police are looking for the person who broke into Roxy on Broadway and set fires outside. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez joins us live there this morning. Brianna, they have some idea of who this is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Good morning, Jordan. So security camera was able to capture the whole thing and the suspect behind the break-in. And according to the general manager here at Roxy on South Broadway, he says that this person has been at this location before. So take a look at your screen because Denver police received 2 calls at this location. Police tell us early Sunday morning they got a call about a person allegedly setting fires in the Roxy parking lot. Less than 4 hours later, another call came in about a burglary. So when the staff at Roxy started coming in, they noticed things were out of place. Someone had gone through their food. There was blood inside the venue. The Excel box was also damaged, and the suspect even tried to burn a recycling container located in the back of the building. Bryce Fox, the general manager I just mentioned, he says that they can't reopen until they can make repairs.
It's kind of scary. Yeah, I think it's definitely something that we're going to change the way that we do some things, make sure, people aren't closing by themselves and the buddy system is followed. And I made sure and went through every camera angle that we have to make sure it's in the best possible location.
Now back out here live, you are seeing a sign right in front of the Roxy door. It says closed due to burglary. They will reopen tomorrow, January 10th. Again, they can't reopen today. They will reopen tomorrow. Denver police haven't made any arrests, but if you have any information, you know the suspect, or you have any information about the suspect, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number is on the bottom of your screen. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Denver Mayor Mike Johnston says he has a plan to help make downtown cleaner and safer.
It's a program he's calling City Ambassadors. The city is deploying 650 people in bright yellow vests to track issues anyone can report to a 24/7 dispatch center. This could be anything from illegal camping to mental health crises to trash or maintenance issues. People can mention problems to the volunteers or through the city's Clean and Safe app. Mayor Johnston says the goal is to handle those issues with support services instead of always sending uniformed officers. Right now, these programs are specific to downtown, but Johnston says they could be expanded to other neighborhoods in the future.
The chairman of the Colorado Republican Party is now running for Congress and using the party's platforms to promote his campaign. Dave Williams announced that he is joining the Republican primary to represent the state's 5th congressional district down in El Paso County. Representative Doug Lamborn is retiring at the end of his term. Williams lost to Lamborn in 2022, then used his power as party chairman to criticize him through official party communications. Williams has also used party resources to reward his allies and push his religion. Now he's using official party email lists to promote his campaign and told Republicans that he will stay in his chairman role during the primary. 2 former GOP chairs say that Williams' actions are unprecedented and not ethical.
I think that's 100% unethical decision to make. If you're the chairman of the party and you decide to run in what will certainly be one of the most heavily contested primaries this year, and I do say this as a former chairman, you should step down.
We'll find out just how corrupt and rotten the Colorado Republican Party is by how the state central committee and other Republican leaders react to this. Silence is going to ensure that the rotten corruption continues.
Williams says that he will recuse himself from any decisions that could impact the primary. He says his Republican opponents could also use the party's email lists if it would make them feel better.
It's 6:08 right now. Former President Donald Trump is planning to be in federal court in D.C. today. Trump is trying to get his federal election interference case dismissed, claiming he had presidential immunity at the time. Trump is also trying to have his Georgia election case dismissed for the same reason. He has denied any wrongdoing in both cases.
In 1 month, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments in the case to keep Trump off of Colorado's ballots. The U.S. Supreme Court will determine whether the state Supreme Court was right to bar the former president from Colorado's primary ballot. Colorado State Supreme Court disqualified Trump under part of the 14th Amendment, stating that he engaged in insurrection and is prohibited from holding public office. Oral arguments are set for February 8th. Since the Supreme Court did not hear the case before the deadline to certify the ballots, you will still see Trump's name in the upcoming primary election.
Right now, crews in Fort Worth, Texas are trying to figure out what caused this hotel to explode, hurting at least 21 people. Right now, they say it's most likely a natural gas leak, but it's not clear if the leak caused the explosion or if the explosion caused the leak. This morning, one person is in critical condition and 4 others are seriously hurt.
The FAA has a new process for airlines to inspect the grounded Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes. They're not allowed to fly right now after a piece of an Alaska Airlines plane came off mid-flight. Since preliminary inspections started on Saturday, Alaska and United Airlines say they have found loose bolts on some of their 737 MAX planes. Now they will go through the FAA's new, more rigorous inspection process. So far, hundreds of flights have been canceled and more cancellations are expected today. The planes will stay grounded until operators can finish these inspections. We'll have new updates on the investigation into the plane that broke mid-air coming up at 6:30.
And one thing you want to know about the weather is we have a chilly weekend ahead. Look at your Saturday, a high of just 21 degrees on Saturday. 2 will be the low and a 20% chance for snow. But look at your Sunday, a high of 15, a low of 7 below, and a 40% chance for snow.